Hello. Okay, everybody wants to know how I make my famous American style chili. And this is basically the ingredients right here. You got your pepper, which I start by placing a little bit of dried pepper at the bottom of the pan. Not a lot. I don't make it too hot, just a little bit. And I got to cut up the onion and clove of garlic. What I did was I put one clove, not a ball, but just a clove. That's part of a garlic clove. You want to chop that up into there. You don't want a whole garlic ball because that would be too much. And about a third of an onion, medium-sized onion. I just use regular onions. And about a pound or close to a pound of ground meat. I'll break that up and put that in there. Just broke up the ground meat a little bit. Then I turned it on just above medium. And what I'll do is I'll cook that down a little bit. And when it starts to cook down, then I'll go in there with a spoon and break up all the ground meat in that. And then I'll cook the ground meat down. Oh, I forgot. I had a sprinkle of salt and pepper on top of the ground meat too. Okay, the other ingredients I use here are 2 cans of kidney beans, a can of tomato sauce, and a can of tomato paste. And it doesn't matter what kind of brand. I usually just get whatever's least expensive. And once that's cooked down, then I'll add all that in, and then I'll put a little bit of pinch of sugar in here. I like to put sugar. It tastes a little bit. Unless you're diabetic, you don't leave out the sugar. Okay, so it's starting to cook down here. I just break it down into chunks. Not too small. It's like little chunks or whatever in there. And then cook it all up good in there. Put the lid back on it, let it cook a little bit more. Also, with the tomato paste and sauce and a little sugar, a couple other ingredients I use. I make my own homemade pizza sauce. Maybe I'll do another video of that. Also, I'm not the person who I'm usually the person behind the camera that takes the pictures. I don't usually like to get my picture taken, so I'm usually the cameraman and not the host or anything. I just wanted to document this if anybody wants some good chili. And yeah, I know it's not chili beans, it's kidney chili. It's a style my mother basically taught me, and I might have added to it slightly. But this is basically what we ate growing up. And what I cook all the time a lot. And so far, everybody eats it. I mean, I've had people say, oh, I don't like onions, or I don't like this, I don't like that. But they eat it, and it seems like everybody likes it. Okay. After a few minutes, and I leave the lid off, because it's cooked already. The meat's basically cooked, but I get that water, juice, or whatever it is, fat, boiled down, and get to the onions to where they're like slightly sauteed in there, in that. The onions and and a little bit of garlic there is. Okay, I'm almost ready to add the ingredients here. I did have the turned up to like number 4 on going up above. That's above medium, and I will be turning it down to about 2, just above when this thing says low, but looks like around a medium setting. And I'm also recording this on a my iPhone, so yeah, I'm gotta hold it, so that's why I gotta keep shutting it off and adding the stuff at it as I go along, and try to edit the tape later and see how it comes out. And if it looks good, then I'll add this on YouTube. Okay, about ready now. This don't take long. This is easy to make. It's good, and some people like it with crackers. I like buttered toast on my. I dip the butter toast in and eat the chili, but some people use crackers, saltines. Okay, after a couple more minutes, the meat cooked down a little better. The onions started to saute before the meat, but before it would burn or anything, I just added these other ingredients, the sauce, the beans, and I'll just mix that all in there and stir it up real good. And once it's stirred up real good, and I'll just cover it and let it cook for a little bit, not long. I used to use Aldi's brand tomato paste because it was the least expensive, but for some reason the last month they've been out of tomato paste. I don't know if they're going to get any back. It seems none of their employees know. That's the problem with stores like Aldi's. They can find really reasonable prices on foods if you're not going to get all your name brand foods, but name brands, but you can get pretty good stuff there when they go at it, but they don't always have it. So in that case, then I go to Walmart. That's the second one I'll go to as far as prices. But we shop everywhere. I mean, we go everywhere, whoever has the best values and the best deals going on. We don't stick to one store because our stores are all relatively close. It's not going to cost a lot in gas. And that's all there is to that. Basically, you just cook it for a little bit and you can let it cool. You can eat it hot. You can eat it the next day, whatever you want. Depends how big a eater, 2 people, family of 4, 2 people, 2 kids. I'm used to making like out there for 2 and 2. We always had 2 kids, well, not anymore, but basically that's all there is to it. So like I say on YouTube, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Whatever. Okay. That's all, folks. Bon appetit.